so lost, gone for quite some time, forgetting all that I once loved. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Yeah, that's right, man. Oh, Billy boy. Keep them eyes to yourself, buddy. What are you doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Southern Drawl Podcast right here on Southern Traditions. We are going to be talking about some crazy stuff today. So right out the gate here, I can tell you there's a recall effort has been called against Gavin Newsom for the mishandling of the LA fires, or alleged mishandling of these LA fires. And on top of that, Pete Hegseth has just had his Senate confirmation hearings today. So a lot of exciting things to get to. We're going to get to it right now. Let's get it. So that's right, guys. Crazy turn of events. Old Gavin Newsom, well, he's putting out a lot of fires. Not the kind of fires you might think, though. Unfortunately, Gavin's political career is going up in flames. I think we are literally looking right now at the single most hated man in the United States of America. I mean, good grief, sir. And you know, it would help if you would stop calling everybody liars and just hold yourself accountable for the fact that you have failed miserably in this whole regard. You know, I mean, maybe a little accountability, Gavin, but no. Gavin's going to double down and reassure the people that next time he'll be ready. Next time we'll know how to handle this better. Next time, Gavin, what, now that you know that the water is useful for fighting fires? Come on, man. You were told this back in 2018. Here's Donald Trump right here telling Gavin how to prevent this sort of just absolute destruction from befalling his state. It's not like you didn't know, buddy. You've been told over and over.
Cleaned out and protected. You got to take care of the floors. You know, the floors of the forests. Very important.
Forest management.
You look at other countries where they do it differently, and it's a whole different story. I was with the president of Finland, and he said, we have a much different, we're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem.
And when they do, it's a very small problem. Why? Because of good forest management, managing their natural resources there in a better way. Oh, man, you know, but, you know, it's not like Newsom doesn't have a plan. You know, he's got a plan, right? He's been doing this a while. Surely the man's got a plan. Here's Newsom right now explaining, you know, holding himself accountable, I guess. He's apologizing here. You know, he's apologizing, and I'm sure he's going to lay out a plan here. Let's take a look here.
Thank you all for coming here on short notice. Want to make it clear that everything you've heard and read is true.
Oh, we know it is. By the way, Gavin, we know it's true because we're the ones reporting it. We're seeing it with our own eyes. You can call us liars all you want, but
everything you've heard and read is true. And I am deeply sorry about that. I've hurt someone I care deeply about, Alex Turk, his friends and family. And that is something that I have to live with, and something that I am deeply sorry for.
Okay. All right. So actually, I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. This was the wrong video. That was the wrong video. That's not the video I meant to show. That was the video of him apologizing back when he was the mayor. You know, that was when he was apologizing for sleeping with his campaign manager's wife. That's not the video I was looking for. No. Oh, here it is. All right. I got it. Sorry. My mistake. This is the video we're looking for. Here is Gavin Newsom essentially laying out his plan for how he's going to do better next time. All right. Sorry about that little mix up.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide this country, and we're going to have to address that as well. And it breaks my heart as people are suffering and struggling that we're up against those hurricane forces. And that's
I'm sorry, guys. Actually, I made another mistake. That's actually not the video I meant to show you. This is actually the video of Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden pretending to hold a legitimate meeting where they're actually just talking about how they can censor the voices of Americans who are telling the truth in order to preserve Gavin's future political career. That is my mistake again. That is not the video that is not the video I meant to show you. Give me just a second here. I know I have it here somewhere. I had all this laid out. Here it is. Okay, here's the video I'm looking for. All right, guys.
I want to know the answers.
Sorry.
So I'm the governor of California. I want to know the answer. I've got that question. I can't tell you about how many people, what happened. My own team saying what happened. And I want to get the answers. And I'll be candid with you, I wasn't getting straight answers.
Yeah.
I watched the press conference. I met with some of those leaders. We had my team start talking to local leaders, saying what's going on. Our state.
And you weren't getting straight answers from
I was getting
leaders.
different answers. When you start getting different answers, then I'm not getting the actual story. And they're assessing it. And I get that as well. You have to have a little bit of grace. Back to the point. We're in this emergency.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is not the video I was looking for either. I apologize, guys. This is the video of Gavin Newsom asking for grace for being the governor of California and not having any freaking clue as to what is actually going on or how to do the job. In fact, asking other people to come along and tell him what the heck to do because he just doesn't have a single solitary clue as to what to do next. That is not the video. I apologize. That is not the video. That is not the video I was looking for. Okay, well, you know what? To heck with videos. Here, Gavin is doing things, okay? This is the point I'm trying to make. Gavin's doing a lot of good. He's doing a lot of good. Here he put out a whole website. He created a whole new website, basically telling or debunking false info, or as he puts it, disinformation. Disinformation from where? All those news media sources, he calls them. News media sources, but not mainstream news media. No, he calls them digital news media sources. Isn't that like another word for podcasts? Oh, wait a minute. Is he trying to silence us? Oh, that's what they're doing. Sorry, guys. This is a whole website, basically, that you can go to debunk anything that you hear here on the Southern Drawl Podcast, according to Gavin Newsom. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that. It's called California Fire Facts. You can click on the link. Gavin posted all about it. Check this out. What a good thing to do, man. Put that out there. Get the truth out there. We appreciate you, Gavin. I mean, we got a lot of people saying that you basically lie as easy as breathing, and some of us are kind of starting to believe that. So for you to do this, what a huge gesture to tell us the truth. Give us a source of truth. We really appreciate that. Here's that site right here, guys. Let's see. Gavin Newsom in his real. Let's see. I want to help fire victims. It's going to. Wait a minute. Hold up. It says a lot of misinformation out there, says Gavin. Just launched a new website. There's community notes here. This website that the governor linked to is not a state website, but rather takes you to his political campaign website? Surely not, Gavin. Like, that's one of the most corrupt things that I think I've ever seen in my life. Surely not. Nah, he didn't. That's not what's going on here. Hold on a second. Let me click on this post. Surely, there's more to this story. Hold on a second. Where does this take me? I'm going to click. Is there a link? Can I go to the link? Let's see. There's got to be a way to go to this link, right? It's not letting me go there. Anyhow, so this links you to his website. I want to see that. I want to go there. Well, there's Act Blue. That's not what I want. Okay, well, Gavin, I'm going to have to investigate this a little bit further, man, because there's community notes all over your post saying that this site just takes you back to gavinnewsom.com and then links you to Act Blue, which is a Democrat political action committee set up to fund Democrat campaigns. So why are you telling us that this is where to donate? Act Blue takes almost 4% right off the top before they give any money to any of the designees that money's supposed to go to. This seems pretty corrupt, man. I don't know, guys. I'm saying just do your research before you just go donating blindly to these politicians. Is Gavin alone on this note? No, Gavin's not alone on this, guys. Check this out. Oh, man, Elizabeth Warren. She pulled the same stunt. And if you don't, now this one I can click on. Check this out. We're going to go to Elizabeth Warren's and look at where it takes me. Look at this, guys. Hold up. Look at this. This takes me to Elizabeth Warren for senator. Elizabeth Warren for senator. You go to Act Blue, and then you can donate, but Act Blue is going to take 4% off the top. This is crazy. But wait, didn't Elizabeth Warren say that this was, right here, look. 100% of your donation will go directly to these organizations. But that's just not true, is it, Elizabeth? No. See, it's not true. She got community noted to death over this as well. And quite honestly, guys, the fact that these people will just outright lie to your face is so disgusting. I don't get it. They lie to your face, and then they tell you, don't believe anything that anybody else out there is telling you because they're the ones lying. I'm lying to you, even though I'm showing you right here that this link takes you right back to Act Blue, which, like I said, political action committee specifically for Democrats. Why not just give us links to the actual charities or to someone that's not trying to campaign? I mean, that's the way to do it. Someone who's not trying to campaign. Elizabeth's also in the news again for other reasons. So she was part of the Pete Hegseth confirmation hearings today. So, guys, why is she in the news for this? Well, she kind of made herself and the Democrats the laughing stock of this entire Senate confirmation hearing. Check this out, guys. This is classic.
In other words, you're quite sure that every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years. You're not willing to make that same pledge?
I'm not a general, Senator.
You'll be the one. Let us just be clear.
Let us just think about this for just for a second. You're not a general? Who am I talking to? Who brought me here? Get my purse. Oh, my gosh. Elizabeth, come prepared next time. I mean, at the very least. She's not the only one that got laughed at throughout this whole thing, though, man. Here's another one. Guys, just check this out. This is hilarious. I just love seeing these Democrats called out on their outright hypocrisy and their just ignorance of everything going on right now. It's just hilarious right now.
I'm just about trying to get things
Goodness
done,
gracious.
managing efficiently and having the best people who have demonstrated that in a large organization. And I'm sorry, but I don't see that in your background. There are a lot of other things you can do very well. You're a capable person, but you have not convinced me that you're able to take on this tremendous responsibility with a complex organization and having little or no significant management experience.
Senator, I'm grateful to be hired by one of the most successful CEOs in American history, should I be confirmed.
Mr. Hegseth, it seems to me that you've supervised far more people than the average United States senator supervises typically.
I'm just about trying to get things done.
Exactly. Guys, applause for sure, because true statement, man. True statement. Who are these people? Like, And, you might go, well, yeah, but they're supposed to be, it's their job to make sure that they get the right guy for the job. I agree. I agree 100%. But all of these guys are calling him out on his qualifications. Okay. Well, what are the qualifications for this job, I wonder? Does anybody know? I mean, surely there's like some actual qualifications for this job, right? Yes, there are actually, and they were laid out. So check this out, because I found this pretty interesting.
Some advice from
I
my
understand
second
that.
in command.
Yeah, but I'm just making a point, because there's a lot about qualifications. And I think it's so hypocritical of senators, especially on the other side of the aisle, be talking about his qualifications, not going to lead the secretary or be the Secretary of Defense, and yet your qualifications aren't any better. You guys aren't any more qualified to be the senator than I'm qualified to be the senator, except we're lucky enough to be here.
Oh,
but let
man.
me read you what the qualifications of the Secretary of Defense is, because I Googled it and went through a lot of different sites, and really it's hard to see. But in general, the U.S. Secretary of Defense position is filled by a civilian. That's it. If you have served in the U.S. Army Forces and have been in the service for, you have to be retired for at least 7 years, and Congress can weigh that. And then there's questions that the senator from Massachusetts brought up about serving on a board inside the military industry, and yet your own secretary that you all voted for, Secretary of Austin, we had to vote on a waiver because he stepped off the board of Raytheon. But I guess that's okay, because that's a Democrat,
right?
Secretary of Defense.
Exactly. That's different.
But you so quickly forget about that. And then Senator Kaine, or I guess I better use the senator from Virginia, starts bringing up the fact that what if you showed up drunk to your job? How many senators have showed up drunk to vote at night? Have any of you guys asked them to step down and resign from their job? And don't tell me you haven't seen it, because I know you have. And then how many senators do you know have got a divorce before cheating on their wives? Did you ask them to step down? No. But it's for show. You guys make sure you make a big show and point out the hypocrisy, because the man's made a mistake. And you want to sit there and say that he's not qualified? Give me a joke. I mean, it is so ridiculous that you guys hold yourself at this higher standard and you forget you got a big plank in your eye. We've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes. And Jennifer, thank you for loving him through that mistake. Because the only reason why I'm here and not in prison is because my wife loved me too. But I'm not perfect. But I found somebody that thought I was perfect. And for whatever reason, you love Pete, and I don't know why. But just like our Lord and Savior forgave me, my wife's had to forgive me more than once too, and I'm sure you've had to forgive him too. And so thank you.
Yes, that's right, guys. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. That is for sure. Man, strong words right there. I got to just say, to call out all the hypocrisy and to wrap it all up with, that very fact, that we are all flawed human beings, man. Who are you holding yourself so high and mighty above everybody else? I mean, it's kind of a joke to hear these people talk like they're so self-righteous, but, to hear some humility being displayed up there on the stand was pretty refreshing. How did the Democrats take to this type of calling out of their nonsense? How did they handle it? Well, I can tell you the Democrat senator women didn't handle it very well. In fact, it went a little bit something like this.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Veterans organizations that will help our veterans get every damn thing that they deserve because they signed on the dotted line to keep us safe. Just like
that's right, guys. Goodness gracious. I sound like just a bunch of miserable old married ladies just bitching out their beta male husbands. What a sad display. You would think they would have let the man speak and actually try to get something accomplished, but actually none of them did. They burned up all 7 minutes of their time just doing what you just saw. Really, really crazy. But what else is going on? I mean, there's got to be some goodness that came out of these Senate confirmation hearings. Did anybody say anything good? I mean, well, obviously, other than the one gentleman there. Did anybody have anything good to say to Pete? I just wonder. Well, actually they did. Check this out, guys. This is some pretty good stuff coming out here. It's more truth bombs being dropped here. It was good.
Welcome, Mr. Hegseth. You have conducted yourself very well today. In fact, so well that I believe it's incumbent upon this committee to confirm you ASAP to get you on the job to clean up the mess that we have at the Pentagon ongoing at this moment because of the leadership there over the last 4 years that's failed us. Welcome, Mr. Hegseth. You have conducted yourself very well today.
And not just that one. This one was pretty good, too.
You'd mentioned that you were not able to serve with your...
And actually, I just want to preface this one. In this particular clip, Pete's going to talk about that extremist racial tattoo that he has on his chest, and he's going to clear the air about that horrible symbol that he wears.
National Guard unit in the protection of the inauguration of Joe Biden because of a tattoo, a Christian tattoo. Can you elaborate just a little bit on what is this very offensive, extremist, racist tattoo that you have?
It's a tattoo I have right here, Senator. It's called the Jerusalem Cross. It's a historic Christian symbol. In fact, interestingly, recently I attended briefly the memorial ceremony of former President Jimmy Carter on the floor of our National Cathedral. On the front page of his program was the very same Jerusalem Cross. It is a Christian religious symbol.
Yep,
and
it sure is.
The events happened before preceding the Biden inauguration.
Interesting. These people just run with anything they hear. They're gonna drum up whatever hate they can, and they're gonna smear the character, because that's what they do. That's all they've got. And really, what it boils down to at the end, I mean, really, what you just have to do is you just gotta just push it all aside, let them all do all of that, and ignore it all, man. Run their mouths all they want to. Ignore that junk, man. Look, it boils down to this, guys. This is where we've arrived. Right here. This says it all. This is how we need to take it. This is how we need to face it all. And just know that we've had enough of it. We're not dealing with it anymore. There's a new way forward, and it starts in about 6 days. Guys, I was going to end it right there. I was going to leave you guys with just that, but one little news article just popped up on my feed, and I just felt like it was necessary to point this out. In one last desperate act of lawfare, the Biden administration, in an effort to attack yet another political opponent, Joe Biden has decided he's going to sue Elon Musk. Why? Because, well, Elon didn't vote for Democrats.
I think that Elon Musk's cooperation and/or technical relationships with other countries is worthy of being looked at. Whether or not he is doing anything inappropriate, I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that it's worth being looked at. But that's all I'll say. There's a lot of ways.
There's a lot of ways. The person asked him how. How? There's a lot of ways. I just feel like it's worth being looked at. Essentially what Joe's telling you guys is this. Elon didn't vote Democrat, and I think he's worth being investigated for that fact. Guys, that's right. They were telling us it would be the right that was going to use their Justice Department to investigate their political opponents, but yet again, Joe proves that that's just not the case. Accuse your opponent of that which you were guilty of. Good job, Joe. Guys, until next time, that's all the time we've got right here on the Southern Drawl Podcast. Until next time, be free, be blessed. Peace.